podcast is the newly crowned CES bantamweight world champion, Jay the Joker Perrin, in the Room podcast. Jay, man, it's December. Christmas is right around the corner. I haven't talked to you since you won that belt, man, but catching up, bro. How's everything been going?
Dude, everything's great, man. You know what I mean? I'm in a great place. I'm with a great team. You know what I mean? I'm surrounded by, the best people in the world. Literally, like I couldn't get any better people to train with, and be coached by. Everything's just sunny. Well, surprisingly, it's fucking 30 degrees here. So that's really it's the only complaint I had. I'm so pissed because I left New England, get the fuck away from the cold, and it's cold as shit right now, and I'm pissed. But other than that, it's been really good, dude. I'm in a good place.
Excellent, my man. Well, as far as we'll get to the fight and what's been going on there. But it's December. Jay, you're in Vegas. Are you coming back for the holidays, or are you spending the holidays in Vegas?
So I'll be back for like New Year's. I can't, because flights home for Christmas is a fucking nightmare. So I was home for Thanksgiving to see my family and like my grandma and my mom and shit like that. But I'll be back, I think like the 26th through the 1st, just to, you know what I mean? Because it's Christmas and someone bought me a ticket to go home. So like, I wasn't going to go unless I got that ticket.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm trying to save money. I'm also in the middle of a camp. You know what I mean? So like, I don't want to spend too much time away from it. So, I set everything up so that it worked for the camp and shit like that. And, I'll be back for a couple of days, but I don't like to linger at home too long.
I understand, man. You're on the movement, bro. You're busy guy, man. Double champ, bro. Not only the CES newly crowned champ, but the defending Cage Titans bantamweight champ, bro. Man, let's talk about it. You went into CES for the first
You
time.
know what, Steve? Let's talk about Cage Titans, shall we? Let's fucking talk about it, shall we?
Well, wait a minute. You want to talk? All right, so let's get right into it, man.
Let's talk about it. I'm miffed. I'm a little miffed. All right, because there's somebody they're calling the People's Champ over there right now, and that guy's a snake first and foremost because he went behind Polbear's back to try and steal a matchup between him and I for CES after fucking he went out of his way to promote. Mike promoted this guy, and then he tried to take it to CES to poach the fight. And now they still promote him. And by the way, that whole We Are Cage Titans thing, anybody notice that I'm not in any of it? I'm not in any of it. Old clips, new clips, I'm not in any of it. I'm not even the champ. They don't even recognize me as the champ anymore. They're just calling Penafil the people's champ. They're going with this horse. And like, I want to let everybody know, Buddy said no to fighting me. I said we can fight. I said it. I said send the contract. For CES, I even told Paul Bear, I said, listen, I didn't do this. I didn't set this fight up. Penafil went out of his way to go behind your back to try and get this. But I'm not a punk, so I'm not about to say no to this guy because that's easy money for me. Easiest money I'll ever make. I don't care. If I don't get signed after I defend this title, I want that guy. I want that guy because it's the easiest bread I'll ever fucking make.
Jay, one question. If you do have that guy and it happens, where does that fight have to happen? Does it have to happen at CES? You are the champ.
I'm only under contract for one more fight.
Okay.
So I'm only under contract for this defense. So when I made the call to go to CES, they said 2 fights. You win the belt, you have to defend it, and then we have the right to like match whatever offer you get. Now, Cage Titans doesn't work in contracts. You know what I mean? Everybody knows that. It's kind of like a shake of the hand, a verbal agreement thing. And then Mike's kind of cool with it. You know what I mean? That's kind of works. But I can't, I wanted to fight for Cage Titans. I wanted Penafil to be at Cage Titans because they're the ones that fucking promoted it. You know what I mean? They're the ones that went out of their way to make this guy fucking relevant so that he could fight me. He also said no to Johnny Cupcakes. I know he said no to Cupcakes. I know he said, and he's saying no to me after he made this big stink about how I'm avoiding him, and I did this and that. He went. We literally said word. Send. We were gonna do it on 3 weeks' notice. We were about 3 weeks' notice. So I bet. I was literally right after I won this belt. Right after I won this belt, he started chirping. about everything. I said, word, send it. I'll do it in 3 weeks from today. I'm like, I will absolutely fight you on the next card. And then he came back after all of this rigmarole of talking shit and going behind Paul Bear's back and this and that and the other thing, and then literally said, no, I'm not ready to fight you.
Jay, this
What?
like
What are we fucking doing?
I mean, let's get to the defending. I mean, Joe's on a 3-fight winning streak. I had no idea we were gonna hit this path, but Joe's on.
I've been thinking about it for a minute. You know what I mean?
Now Joe's on a 3-fight winning streak with Cage Titans. Jay, so you have to defend the title before that even happens. Do you already have an opponent for this title defense? Do you have a date?
I do.
Is it the
February 4th?
All right.
I'll be fighting.
All right. So CES February will be your next fight defending that title. Is fighting Joe somebody that you think can help you get to that next level? I mean,
win.
All right, because you're teetering. Jay. I don't know why you're not in the UFC at this moment now, but maybe they're waiting for you to defend that title. But that to win that title, it was pretty decisive beatdown to win that title. So Joe is really just a victim and someone to go after and shut his mouth and kind of put the derail him.
And I would break him. That's the only reason I want the fight, because I know for a fact that I would break him over my knee. He knows it too, because he flapped his gums and then backed off once he got the attention he was looking for. See, I'm not about this theatrics shit. If you're gonna talk shit to me, we're gonna fucking do this, right? Cupcake knows. Everybody that's ever talked shit to me knows that I'm not afraid to fight any of you. I'm fucking with it the whole time. So the fact that we're doing this clickbait shit I don't ride with it. I'm not with it. And now everybody likes this. Everybody thinks this guy is some fucking special talent. And then they're promoting him, but forget that I was part of this whole We Are Cage Titans thing years ago. When all this started to blow up, who was there? I was there. It was me and Johnny started all of this shit up. But now I'm not even part of it. I haven't heard from Paul Bear in months. I don't hear from anybody from on that side. Not a fighter, nobody. Nobody from Cage Titans talks to me anymore. And it seems like because I went and got my own belt, another belt, that now I'm not part of the cool kids table. And it's like, all right, word. So I have a plan. So if I don't get signed after I fight, I'm going to fight Penafiel because he can't run from me after that point. You can't run from me, dog. If I win, when I win this fight and I get my 4th title win, 4, that's 4, by the way, 4-0 in title wins, right? I'm going to come back for my 5th one and embarrass you, and then I'm going to make everybody feel foolish for putting their fucking eggs in this guy's basket, because I've had enough. I've had enough of being written off by people that I helped. I helped promote the shit. I was there. I took one fight out of the promotion. I took one fight out of the promotion, and now I'm not the champ. The people's champ? Are we kidding? Is that what we're doing here? Really? Okay. Well, we'll see what happens when I defend that belt again and I make everybody look fucking silly, because I'm not happy about what's going on.
The next the next Cage Titans card is like around the same time, correct?
I don't know. Again, Steve, I don't know. No one tells me. No one talks to me.
All right, so I'm not sure if Joe's. I don't know if sure if Joe's going to fight on that card, but if it's the same time around the same time, if he comes around with a win, it's a perfect storm for you guys to go at it. Unless, Jay, in my eyes, if you win this fight, or when you win this fight and defend this title for CES, there's not going to be a chance for you to fight Joe because you're going to be going, in my eyes.
I'll fight him in the street, Steve. I'll fight him in the street at this point. So I'll fight him in the street.
It is odd that you are not in any highlight clips or anything.
I'm not in anything at all. Does anybody think that that's weird? Anybody think that that's weird that the champion, the guy that they called the champ and the king for so long, I'm not in a single highlight, not a picture, not a hashtag, none of that shit. When I won the belt, I got the most begrudging congratulations of all time, because I don't really know, but I don't know. I know that other people have gone to different promotions and won belts, and they got a bunch of support for that. Throwing that out there. But when I did it, it's different. And now this 34-year-old dude who fucking dyes his hair bleach blonde, calls himself the party, wears a fucking tennis headband and a cowboy hat to his walk-ins. Now this is the guy. Whatever, dude. If that's the way, keep that fucking energy. And I'm going to show you why you guys are mistaken yet again for writing me off. Every time all y'all write me off, I prove to you why you're stupid for that. Any shot that I call, I make. Everyone, tell me I'm wrong. Where have I been wrong? Other than the contender series, every shot that I've called, I've made. Correct? Anything that I've said I'm going to do, I'm going to do. And so now everybody's forgetting that I've done that. From 3-3 to 10-4. All right, I've done everything I've said I wanted to do. So why they're putting their eggs in this basket and then forgetting completely about me, I don't really know. I don't really care either. So like if that's how they feel, then I'll defend it. I had no business. The reason I went to CES is because we had 6 people say no to me for case studies. 6 people. It's not we didn't try. We didn't just hop ship. We didn't just go there. We had a legitimate. I was out for 18 months. And I needed to fight, and there was a world title shot, and we just got the week before I got the world title shot, somebody dropped out of my fight 3 days before I was supposed to be in it.
Yeah.
So like, what am I supposed to do? You know what I mean? And since that decision was made, I'm in the background. I'm not part of fucking any of it. And so it's like, sick. I got you. I see how it is. That's how I feel about that situation right now. Fuck Jonah Pedophile. Fuck all of that whole thing. He can come see me. I'll spit in his face.
Well, Jay, let's get to
now
this. let's get the training leading up to this fight, and then 2022. There's a whole nother fireworks happening with Joe if the path leads that way. Jay, man, you've been with Syndicate since April 2020. It hasn't been a year yet, but the leaps and bounds you've had with that camp and the experience levels that you're getting rounds with, man, where do you see your game now from before you even went to that place, from basically maybe your last fight in 2020 with Diego Sanchez? Not Diego Sanchez.
Silva. Before I
Silva.
Before I got here, I wasn't really sure how good I am, if I can say that. Now I believe I'm a top 15 fighter in the world. I'm not going to say I'm a top 10 guy, but I can be the top 15 guy. Absolutely. I train with Ricky Simon, Aljamain Sterling, and Merab Dashvili every other day. Every day, even. That's who I rep with. That's who I spar with. And let me tell you guys, the gap's not that big. I'll let you know. It's not saying anything disrespectful to my teammates because they're top 15 and top 5 guys in the world, but I do just fine against all of them. So it's like before I didn't have the measuring stick like I do now. Now I have that measuring stick to live up to. And so my confidence in how good I am has gone through the roof, as well as how well I work my dick off, guys. You guys when I was in New England, you guys only saw I could only train 3 days a week. I got to where I was in New England training 3 days a week. Now I train 6, and I train with all 3 of those people are top 15, top 5 even. So, I just think that as just being put into the fire, every single 35 that comes into this gym for a fight, top 10, 15, Davey Grant, Aljo, all the Davey Grant, all the let's see who else, Vince Morales, who just came off of another fucking big win. Let's see who else was here. Anybody you can think of has been through this place, and the first person they put them on is me. I'm the one that walks up to them and gives them the work. So I've been exposed to literally the best fighters in the world for 8 months, and I believe I walk shoulder to shoulder with them. I don't think that there's much a gap between. There is, from the top 5 to me, there is a gap for sure. You know what I mean? But there's some days where there's not. You know what I mean? And it's not, and it slowly closes. So I think that me being here has helped my confidence and how good that I really am, as well as sharpened my sword. You know what I mean? I have a coaching staff that constantly knows how I think and how I'm working, and I have a relationship with the best in the world. You know what I mean? Every day I get to pick these people's brains, and my fight IQ has just gone through the roof. So everything that I do has a lot more purpose now. It's not just kind of random. So I feel like I'm more of a finisher now because I can find it better. than I was before. And I think I'm just going to continue to show that. Josh Smith was no different. I told everybody what I was going to do. If it stands up, I'm going to box him up. If it goes down, I'm going to put him to sleep. I literally did exactly both of those things. I'm not saying shit I don't mean. I'm going to beat every person on the regional scene. It's not a single person in New England, on the East Coast, or anything like that that you're just going to put in front of me and I'm not going to mow down at this point. Because, again, from Petr Yan to Aljo to Marab, I do just fine against all. So being here has really helped. It really helped see my future a little clearer. Because at this point, it's a certainty. Everybody, every day. Jay's going to the UFC. Jay should be in the UFC from top to bottom. So, like I said, I'm just going to keep stacking bodies until they call me. You know what I mean? Because I can't keep waiting around. So I know I'm that good. I'll get there.
Excellent. Well, Jay, to move to CES now. You fought for them for the first time in September when you went after that belt, and it was a lot of meaning to that belt. Not only being double champ, going for that, but it was redemption, and you fought for a cause not only for yourself, for Dennis Paiva, who had lost against Smith, earlier, a few months earlier, for that same belt, man. Just a flashback at that, man. How special was that for you to be there, to win it? Not that it was home, but it was in New England. You got to come back and get redemption for a teammate and for, New England, man. How'd that feel, getting that belt and be able to, talk about it after that in the post-fight speech?
Dennis Paiva deserved more than he ever got from this sport. And I watched how hard he worked, and I watched him work 60 hours a week and try and have a good relationship with his wife and still do the things and he deserved more than he got. And to see him heartbroken the way that he was, I just couldn't live with it. I couldn't live. That's my brother, man. Like, anybody can say whatever the fuck they want about me. You know what I mean? If I'm your friend, then I'm gonna ride it for you no matter what. I'll take revenge. I'll take it upon myself to make sure that everything's good. It was great for me to win that belt, but really at the end of the day, the belt is a means to an end. It's just a ticket, a negotiating ticket for contract fees. If I'm double champ of New England, then I should get paid more, a little bit more. There's that, and it's a bargaining chip into the UFC. But the sentimental part of it was I didn't let my friend go out with his head down. And I refused to let him have his chin down and think that his career wasn't worth something because he didn't have a belt. So I still don't think I'm even the champ. I still think that Dennis will always be the champ, and I just helped him get his belt back. That's really all I did. I love that guy. Nobody. He's the if you met him, you know what I mean. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Dennis is one of the sweetest people in the world, and he works his dick off. And I'm so happy that he got to retire and that he's living his life the way that he should. But I couldn't let him go out like that, just as his friend and his brother. So it like that part drove me forward so much more than just winning a title. It was, I'm fighting for my brother. This is my brother's time, you know what I mean? And I'll do that for any person that I love, anybody. And so he was very special to me, and I'm really glad that I got to embrace him and let him know how much I care and how much that he really inspired me throughout the years. It was without Dennis, I wouldn't have been able to do a lot of stuff. So I'm really happy that I got to do that for him. And I hope that, we can look back on that as friends for the rest of our lives and realize what a special moment that was between us.
Definitely. And, CES has him doing commentary now. So Dennis is going to be a big part of CES and the MMA community in New England for tens of years to come. So, Jay, a couple more questions before I let you go. I'm going to light the wick one more time before, after this question. But, Jay, you mentioned you're going to be defending the title next CES card, man. When is CES going to stop promoting that? When do you expect them to, throw that news out there, and when you can start talking about it? I mean, there's cards happening. All right.
I have a name and a date. I don't really know how many other fights are confirmed on this card. I know that I am certainly confirmed. I've been confirmed 3 weeks now. Okay. So I think they're gonna start promoting the card this week.
Okay.
From what I understand, I think they've been having a hard time locking down a venue for the date. So that's why they've been holding off on it. But I think they have a venue now. I think it's in Mass somewhere. I think that from what I understand, I talked to Pat like early this week because people have been bugging me about hotel rooms and shit like that. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. I just show up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure they'll start promoting it, but I know that I can't say it's February 4th is the date. I'm fighting a guy who's he's fought some really tough guys. He's got a couple of good wins. You know what I mean? Again, for lack of other opponents, this guy said yes. You know what I mean? Again, man, I've said this in 100 interviews. I think now probably people don't want to take a tough fight. People don't want to take a fight that they know isn't going to be a cakewalk, and I absolutely know that is me. There's nobody that's just going to whoop my ass. No one, no, but zero people are going to do that. And so people avoid me at all costs. I hope, you know what? I'm just gonna say it. Y'all are scared. Y'all are scared at this point. And I've done this for years, and I've been beating around the bush. Tired of y'all ducking me. So this person is a man, and he signed up on the dotted line. So I'll defend my belt against him in a world class performance because he decided to sign up for a world class fight. So I have respect for him in that regard. Other than that, I can't really say much. I don't really know.
Understandable.
Well, I know that it's tough to get Pat Sullivan on the phone sometimes, but
we'll get
that's what I got.
We'll get the beans out of him, sooner than later, my friend. Great that you got a matchup. Great that you're gonna be doing, getting that defending the title. Jay, I'm gonna light the wick one more time, and then I'm gonna let you, say what you got to say. Give you shout outs, any sponsors, management, social media, all that good stuff. But Jay, as far as us in New England, our business, New England MMA, we have the end of the year rankings coming out for the New England fighters. You are definitely on it, being the double champ, of course. We haven't forgot about.
You think number 4 on Tapology.
That was my neck. That was the wick right there, brother. That was the lighting right there, man. Why are you number fucking 4 on Tapology?
I don't know. I'm ranked lower than Cupcakes, and I don't get it. I don't understand. I thought I'd go up. I don't know. I don't understand Tapologies.
Dude, you were swimming.
Algorithm.
You were swimming against the tide, like fucking
Jay. Nobody will give me my dude, bro.
Jesus
Nobody's
Christ.
Give me my
Well,
that's
Jay,
fine, dude. None of you have.
Jay, let me tell you,
nobody has.
Our rankings will be out. I think the first week or the end of the month, the first week of January. The New England rankings. We got like 12 promotions and media people, 12 to 15. All jumping in and picking whoever's going to be number 1. So, Jay, I'm sure you'll be ranked more than 4 or 5.
I hope I at least medal. You know what I mean? Like 1, 2, or 3. Give me bronze or some shit. Come on, brother. Come on, man. I don't even medal? That's nutty. That's just outlandish. You know what I mean? That's just not true. There's no way that I can. I don't know.
Dude.
For somebody that gets avoided like me to be number 4, I don't get it. You know what I mean? What's 3, 2, and 1 like then? Because that's fucking nuts.
Fuck, man. Hey, last thing, last dagger in there. Joe Pennyfield is right behind you.
Good. Go fuck himself.
With that said, Jay, shout out, sponsors, social media, anything you want to say before I let you go? Christmas is coming. Let it all go, man.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to all my fans, my friends, and people that actually support me. And it's been great being out here. I miss everybody. Sponsors, Iridium Sports, Vital Proteins, Complex USA, Virus. You know what I mean? All them. I got a ton of sponsors right now. Working on a couple of more. Instagram, obviously Joker_Gang35. You can find me. That's kind of blown up since being here, so that's been pretty cool. Twitter, you can find me in the same way. Just look me up, Jason Perrin or Joker Gang. Same thing as Instagram. Other than that, I'm really excited to get back in there. I truly believe I'm world class. I've been that way for quite a while. There's not a single person in the world that's just going to whoop my ass on my best day, and I continue to improve every single day. So I'm still young, I'm still hungry, and I'm still doing everything that I said that I would do. And best believe that anybody that counts me out is fucking wrong. If you write me off like a lot of you are doing again, I have to come back and remind you why you're stupid for doing that. I was on Fight Pass and I choked this motherfucker to death, and you guys are still writing me off. And that's fine. That's totally okay. Because the difference between me and a lot of the rest of you is that you all get to the UFC and you flake. I'm going to get to the UFC and I'm going to fucking stay there because I know how to play the game and y'all don't. So I don't care who it is. You know what I mean? I want to punch the party in the face because of principle. Other than that, none of you have any smoke for me. And if you do, please sign the contract and come and see me because all I hear is crickets.
With that said, Jay the Joker Perrin, man, CES and Cage Titans for now.
Two-time Cage Titans champion. Just want to let you know, two-time Cage Titans champion.
With that said, Jay, man, it's a pleasure catching up with you, bro. We'll definitely talk when the news comes out about the opponent and all that good stuff starts chattering, man. We'll get another word in because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of chatter after this interview goes out, man. So
I'm sure. There always is,
dude.
So, Steve, it's great to see you, brother. Whenever you want to call, you call me, baby. I'm always good for a good quote. You know what I mean?
Definitely, my man.
Let me know, baby. I'll be back.
All right, bro, and we'll be tagging your name in a couple of weeks when we have them rankings coming out, bro.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I better medal, Steve. I'm coming to the room. If I don't fucking medal, I blame you. That's it. It's your fault.
Yeah, it's all on me. I'll take
it all on
They
you,
all
dog.
Blame me for everything else anyway. So, Jay, man, it's a pleasure, man. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and maybe I'll run into you like me aunt or something at somewhere, man. In January, man. With that said, brother, you have a great night, and pleasure talking again, man.
Thank you, brother. It's good to see you as always. Merry Christmas to you and yours and everybody else out there. Again, even the people I talk shit to, I hope everybody has a safe holiday and nobody does anything that we regret. Remember, we're all fighters. We got shit to do. So, if you're on New Year's and you're drinking, please don't drive. Don't be stupid. I might talk a ton of shit about being in the cage, but even my worst enemy, I don't want anybody to get hurt. So be safe. Be with your families. Enjoy them. Because once the new year comes, we're right back to work, baby, and it's all about fistfights. So enjoy that time off because some of us are hungry and waiting. But be safe, be kind to one another, and let's get back to work. I'll see you at the new year.
Excellent, my man. You have a good night, bro.
You too, brother. Thank you.